I have a gentleman with me called Algie. Now, Algie, I get the feeling that he's from the United States. Thank you. He says, just told me he's from the United States. And he was a scientist. All right. He's come to me today because he says that he was a he's telling me he was a metallurgist, and he was right. He was testing on certain metals that was given to him. Oh right. He's telling me that he used to test metals for the government or government level. He didn't know what he just got strips of metal to test. They didn't come in a unit, or they didn't come in a large piece. There were strips, little pieces that he had to test. Right, okay. He says, I don't know what these. I don't know the story behind why I'm testing these things. He says, they just asked me to test it. And that's what my job was. Okay. Right. He's telling me he's 43. Right. He said that he had to test certain metals for their density and to see how fragile they were, how the breaking strains and these things. I don't understand this, but anyway, this is what he's telling me. And the compound makeup of the metals. Okay. Right. He's saying that there were quite a lot of metal that came to him that he couldn't find out where it was from. He could find out that they were mainly made up of a crystal type metal, or compounds of a crystal type carbon. Thank you. Carbon. You're going to have to help me out here because I don't know. Right. He says that the density were not polycarbon but carbon, but they weren't from here. He's telling me that they were from other places, like meteorites and things like this. But when he asked about the metals, and they said that they were in large strips, so they were like. He said that they were. He felt that they were from, and when he tested them, that they were from aircraft. Right. Oh, right. Okay. He's saying that when he started asking questions about the metal, because he had to write his report on what he found, and that his thoughts were. And when he started asking the metal, he got told to be quiet. He got told to shut up and just do your job. And he says, but the actual reports were inconclusive because I couldn't say where they were from, or what he thought they were from, or what he thought they were made up from. He says it was. He's telling me that it was like ripping up the New York Times and just having a couple of pieces and tell me about the New York Times. He says you couldn't do it. He says it was impossible. And he's telling me that while I was working on this particular metal, he says it was a very old metal. He says it had come from. This told him it had come from a crash, and it was from a very old wreckage, and so he says it had started deteriorating in some ways, but he says it was still looked like brand new really, but it started degrading slightly. And he's telling me that he started asking lots of questions and jotting down notepaper and things like this to put in his report about this. He says, and I was travelling home. He says it was really bad weather, and unfortunately, my brakes had failed, and I went into a roll, and unfortunately, I went straight into the world of spirit. He says I was in. He says nobody else was involved. It's just that my brakes had stopped working, and they failed, and they went. They took him out. The car rolled, and it took him into the world of spirit. He says, and that was it. He says, right, okay. He's seen that his wife, Dana, wondered what had happened to him and why, because it was a car he always kept in the garage, always kept up on the services, if you like. He always made sure that all the oil were changed and filters and all this, and he kept up with a good. He's saying, and these are his words, I always made sure that my car was spick and span and it was running effectively, because he's trying to tell me what the metal does inside the engine, and he says that you've got to keep it lubricated, and he says otherwise it starts biodegrading and it starts running into failure. Okay, right. He's trying to tell Dana that he loves us very much, and okay. Basically, he's saying that she knows why. After listening to this, she'll know why I ended up going to the world of spirit. And okay. He's saying he loves you very much, and he's sorry he got mixed up in all of this metal stuff, because he used to spend long hours in the laboratory and not enough time taking you out to dinner. Right. And says he was well paid, and there was no reason why he couldn't have taken you to dinner occasionally, but he just got wrapped up in his work. And I'm very sorry, but I love you very much. Okay. Now, God bless you. Thank you. He's thanking me for listening to what he had to say, and he hopes that this message gets to his wife, and I do too. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. God bless.